All right.
Good luck to them. I hope they get
the crowd noise thing is really interesting. This is coming in today. The big Pats-Colts game was huge. Was huge on Sunday. It did an amazing rating. Obviously, the Pats still undefeated. It was a great game, blah, blah, blah. Well, little controversy. They're trying to figure out if the Colts were pumping in extra crowd noise in the stadium to try to, mess up the Pats, obviously, because the Colts are at home. No, but CBS is saying that they were pumping in the extra crowd noise
to make it sound more exciting, so people will watch.
Why was CBS pumping in crowd noise?
They pump it into their telecast, supposedly.
Why?
I guess to make it sound more exciting.
That's not. I don't want that.
No,
why not a laugh track? Put a laugh track here, like you do at your sitcoms.
But the NFL looked into it, and they're satisfied that the Colts didn't actually pump in extra crowd noise in the stadium itself, and that this was a CBS issue where they just add crowd noise to make it more exciting as you're watching from home.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were doing this, but I guess this is a regular thing that they do with the football game.
God, that irritates me so much. Why?
Well,
how much entertain?
It's a production,
But how much stimulation do we need? Like, it's not enough to watch the game. We have to feel like the crowd is swelling. I don't care what the crowd is shooting themselves.
You know what it is, too? It's so I think it gives the opportunity for the announcer to really, yell. Because if you hear him, he's like, and there they are at the 5-yard line. And if the crowd is just kind of, he'd be talking, and it wouldn't be as exciting.
Well, the crowd isn't mic'd well. Like, we have an example. We have CBS here pumping in crowd noise for the big game that was this Sunday, and then the CD skips or whatever they were using to pump in the crowd noise skips. You'll hear it go,
yeah.
And right after that, because they have to turn that off, you hear what the actual crowd sounds like. It'll go by really fast for like a second, but listen closely.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's kind of pathetic because it was such an exciting game, but this is how the crowd is picked up for the broadcast if they're not pumping in extra noise. Listen.
It's about like baseball. Good pitching beats good hitting. And when you play defenses that are quality, like the Patriots and the Colts, hard to put up good.
That sounds like an amazing crowd, right?
Oh, huge.
And Ant's right. That was a good point. Hard to put up. You can see him raising a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to sound excited and loud.
Because that's being pumped into his earpiece or whatever.
Stupid jocks.
Listen for when it skips.
Good numbers.
But there is some good hitting out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Most of it coming from this Colts defense. We start the fourth. Jim Nantz with Bill Sims. The 2nd and 11 for New England. And Moss open on the slant. Down to the Colts.
See, that was the crowd. The extra crowd CD or whatever, skipping. And then, listen, it's going to stop in a second here. Listen how lame the crowd actually is.
And Moss open on the slant. Down to the Colts 42. 13-10 game starting this final quarter.
There's nothing that sounded like a B.
Right.
Before that, it was...
That's why they do it, Jimmy.
It's annoying.
They have to enhance it because the reality is from the broadcast booth.
It sound like it would sound like golf.
Yeah.
We're here. Team is at the 40-yard line.
I think that's kind of interesting. Let's go back to it.
The 2nd and 11 for New England.
They're pumping that in.
Listen to that.
CD skips.
And Moss open on the slant. Down to the Colts 42. 13-10 game starting this final quarter.
And it's just
And
nothing.
then he lowered his voice.
Yeah, then it was just nothing.
Just another way of just making something phony. It's like, I don't need that when I watch football. I've never went to watch a game and went, well, the crowd's not pepped up. I better go home.
Yeah.
Just watch it.
When something is really happening and the crowd goes wild, that makes it that much better. You ever see, especially in baseball, when you're talking like a clutch play and the crowd is standing and going crazy, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to fake that just to get people pumped up about the game.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I said what disgusts me about it is it's the same as a laugh track. It's gross. It is, we're going to tell you what the reaction should be. How about just allowing a natural reaction from whatever it is you're showing?
Yeah.
How about you don't put laugh tracks in sitcoms or crowd swelling noises? Let people just react how they're reacting. We don't need that to enjoy the game.
We've had fun with that over the years where we played the laugh tracks after really bad jokes. I mean, actual TV shows. And you're like, why would a crowd laugh this hard over this dumb line?
They wouldn't.
Here's the official explanation. The Colts contend the debate about the decibel level in the RCA Dome is merely noise, and now they have the NFL taking their side. A day after some unusual sounds were heard during the Colts-Patriots broadcast, that's what we just played for you guys, the NFL issued a statement saying what sounded like simulated crowd noise was actually created by the CBS production crew, not the Colts. So that wasn't being heard in the stadium, just on the broadcast. CBS has informed us that the unusual audio moment heard by fans during the game was the result of tape feedback in the CBS production truck and was isolated to the CBS broadcast. It was in no way related to any sound within the stadium and could not be heard in the stadium itself.
Oh, like what, the giant crowd swell couldn't be heard in the stadium? Then why are we hearing it at home?
Yeah. Then why are we hearing it at home?
Why don't you just dub over the referee when he's talking and make him say funny things like America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yeah,
And put in sound effects like boing when someone gets hit.
God, it's just another way that Americans just need things spoon-fed to them. It's annoying. Bunch of dopes.
Need hyper stimulation.
This is a good, I remember this. Duncan, Rhode Island, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I don't know if you remember a couple years back, CBS got caught piping in bird chirps on golf broadcasts as well.
Yeah, that was a big story during golf. And
Good Brian Regan bit, too.
you know how they got caught? So you watch.
So that's not me, or he sued?
Well, sorry. The golf. I didn't really need an answer. I was just going for a setup there, but
I know, but I could have used some crowd noise pumped in after my awful joke.
Oh, wait, hold on. Say it again, Jimmy.
What how'd they know? Did the bird sue?
Wow, you're killing.
Jimmy, you're killing on the show.
I stand corrected. I like it.
See, that was funny too, Jimmy.
Yeah. I'll bet the bird got a lawyer.
Is that being piped? Oh, no. Jimmy, you phony.
No. People were really laughing, guys. I saw their faces.
How they got caught. So they got bird noises during a golf telecast, whatever, right? Some bird enthusiast, like watching from some out-of-the-way place, recognized the bird sound and said that it's impossible that this bird actually lives in this location where the golf tournament was going on.
Possible.
And then all of a sudden went on his computer and started angrily typing, "How dare you?"
He knew the bird call was not indigenous.
Indigenous, that's what I was looking for, right.
To that golf course.
Right.
Come on.
We got the Brian Regan bit. We should play this going in.
Imagine your whole thing is taken down by a bird enthusiast. He guy likes birds and golf. What a fun hang he must be. When I was watching golf, I noticed my other hobby, bird enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Signed, T. Chiasano.
Oh, my God, that's right. Tom likes birds and golf.
Tom probably called in.
Tom's a different case, though. I mean, he's like a...
Oh, God. Time to fall asleep, everybody. No. Yes, Tom.
Yes, Tom.
Here's one of the issues with football.
Yeah.
Is... the companies are afraid to wire the crowds now. They used to have these mics sitting down in the crowd so they would crowd noise because they're worried about picking up ambient cursing.
Oh.
Well, you know something? That makes a lot more sense. I don't like it at all. I think it's stupid. But it makes more sense.
But back in the day,
crowd.
Not like they used to.
You kind of would hear that. I kind of remember.
Back in the day, it would be hilarious.
And the announcer would have to make like it didn't happen. That's true. Wow. Yeah, you don't hear that anymore.
Okay, so
every football game you watch on TV, for the most part,
is it all piped in then?
Most of it.
No, I don't think so. But it's just
but a big percentage because we just heard what happens when the CD stopped and it was very low in the background.
Right.
Most of the sounds you hear crowd wise when you watch a game is pumped in now.
All right, that makes sense.
And I do like birds and I do like golf.
I don't birds. I enjoy more than golf.
Why do you like birds?
Yeah, they just kind of look at you. They
I don't know.
hate you.
I don't know.
Believe me, 3 million years ago, they just would have pecked at your face.
Right,
They're
eating
not
you.
nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Tom?
I don't
Little
know.
dinosaurs in your house. Weird.
So,
Would you recognize the sound of a bird that wasn't indigenous to your golf course?
no.
All right,
No.
good.
Anytime you say
There's hope for you.
that bird
Indigenous.
sound is not indigenous with, a gunshot should just ring out.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Wow,
you, sir.
it's funny. That's how they
Thank
got
you,
caught.
Tom.
So they had to fess up because of some nerd.
Yeah.
That they.
I think Brian Regan talks about this in this bit. He's going to be part of the New York Comedy Festival that's starting up
Is he?
in a couple days.
Tom notices people from certain economic groups that aren't indigenous to his golf
boy,
course.
does he. Doesn't want to openly admit it, but he notices.
Yeah, it's right. It's like they pump in white people talking. It doesn't sound like they mix. They drown out all those black and Spanish voices with a "Hey, how are you? Good game."